I'm about to make Korean barbecue, but in Korea, it's just called barbecue. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Sessions. It's me, your boy Hass. Behind the camera is your boy George. Today, we are doing Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue is great, spicy, sweet, salty. But what I like the most about Korean barbecues is the little condiment platter you get with your barbecue. So not only is it barbecue meats, but you get an arrangement of pickles, some lettuce, some herbs, and you get to build your own and drink soju and have a good time. I'm going to show you pickles first because they take the longest. So we're doing two different types of pickles. We're doing a spicy cucumber pickle and we're doing a sweet pickled daikon. My two favourites that I pull for. I'm not making kimchi because I feel like you can just buy a really good kimchi in the shops now and I ain't got fucking months on end to layer in between cabbages, bro. Why am I, bro? You're Korean, aren't you? So, in here, I have 4 small cucumbers, like the Middle Eastern or pickling cucumbers, right? I've taken the middles out. I do not like the middles of cucumber. They're full of water, they taste pissy, and they're not great. Also, they just make pickles wet and soggy, and I'm not into it. So, I've cut them, I've taken the middles out, I've sprinkled over 2 big pinches of salt. No, sorry, I've sprinkled over 2 big pinches of sugar and a big pinch of salt. I'm just gonna fuck off any water that comes off of it. Thank you, Denzel. So, from there, so here I have 2 tablespoons of gochugaru, which is Korean red chili flakes. If you can't find this, you can use red chili flakes, but these are like smoky and sweet and delicious. That goes in. Then into that, we're gonna add 2 very finely sliced spring onions. And this is gonna give us like a heat and a hum in the background of our pickle. I say this is a pickle, it will last anywhere up to a week, and the longer it sits, the better it gets. But it's not like a drowned in vinegar pickle that's going to last you months. This is like a fresh condiment that comes out when you eat Korean barbecue, right? So, finely slice 2 spring onions, like so, and then they can go into this bowl, just like that. I want 2 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to do anything to them except for bash them and get the skins off. Just don't want the skin running through our pickle, right? So 2 cloves of garlic. And this is going to give us a different layer of heat, but also give us that background of garlic flavour. 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sesame oil. A lot of Korean food has got sesame oil in it. This is about 2 tablespoons, like so. We're gonna mix it and then we're just gonna taste for seasoning, see if it's salty enough, if it's sweet enough. Acid, heat, sugar, garlic, delicious. Do the pickles first, because the longer they sit, the better they will get. So that's pickle number 1. Piece of piss, stick it to one side. Actually, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw in a couple of sesame seeds. Just because why the fuck not? Look at that, all the difference. What a beautiful pickle. Make your pickles first, let them sit for as long as possible, and they'll get better in flavour as the day progresses, yeah? That's pickle number 1, that's a hot pickle. Then we're gonna do a sweet pickle to go against our marinated meats. So here, I have a mooli, a daikon, a radish, whatever you can get your hands on. I'll get some lungfung, my Chinese supermarket. And we're gonna cut this into nice little cubes, just so you can pick one up, and pop it in your mouth and cleanse your palate. And then this last bit, we'll split this way. I'm trying to keep straight lines and be anal. As straight as you can get it, and as uniform as you can get it. We're just going to turn this into like little Lego bricks of radish. So from there, our little bricks go into a bowl. And this pickle is a fucking piece of piss. Anyone can do it. Whatever you're measuring in, we're gonna do 1, 1, and 1.5, right? So this is 1 of sugar. Looks like a lot of sugar. It is a lot of sugar. This is a sweet pickle. We're gonna do 1 of rice wine vinegar. And this goes into our pickle. Sprinkling of salt. And then the 1.5 is water. So we can't do just sugar and vinegar because it'll be too acidic and there'll be no way that you can balance the vinegar just by using sugar. So what we're doing is we're diluting the vinegar so that we have a more palatable pickle. Give it a mix because it's a cold pickle, so it's going to need a little bit of a help along to dissolve. So just give it a good stir. You can do this with a whisk. But the daikon's going to be act like a sponge, and it's just going to soak up all the flavours in this pickle. In some Korean restaurants, they put chili flakes on this pickle, or sometimes it's got turmeric in it and it's a bright yellow. I just like it clean. I like to eat a spicy bit of meat or a spicy cucumber or a lettuce wrap or some coriander or whatever, and then pick one of these up and be like, you know what I mean, where the guy's like, nice. That's what it gives you, yeah? So, pickled daikon, pickled cucumber, boxed. I said daikon, mooli, radish, whatever. Now, we're gonna move on to marinating our meat. I couldn't choose between doing Korean style pork, which is normally pork belly, but I bought a pork neck because I really like it grilled, or doing a piece of beef. I then couldn't fucking choose whether I wanted to marinate it whole overnight or slice it and cook it as if it was in a fucking Korean restaurant. So we're doing both and we're doing it sliced. I'm going to run you through the marinade. We're going to make the marinade first, then slice the meat and then get the meat into the marinade. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Korean pear. Yeah? It's like our pear, but a lot drier, sweeter, and produces more liquid. This is the secret ingredient to a good Korean barbecue. I got these from my local Chinese wholesaler. If you can't find a Korean pear, I'd grate in 1 English pear and an apple. You get the same vibe, the same texture, right? So, we're gonna peel this. You can feel it like, you can always tell the difference between an apple and a pear because pear's flesh feels almost quite sandy when you cut through it. Like you can hear the grains of flesh, right? The thing is, yeah, this isn't even talent. This is just a very, very good knife. Shout out Kin. Which means that I can make small, little, detailed cuts. Holler me when your man can do that, you get me? Are you dumb? If your girlfriend sat next to you now, she fancies me. And if your boyfriend sat next to you now, he fancies me too. Peel your pear up. Split your pear. I fucking love a sharp knife. And we're just gonna take the core out, because that won't break down and it'll be tough to eat. Because basically, these little bits of pear are actually gonna sit on the meat through the marinade, and we're not gonna bother brushing it off, we're just gonna grill it with it. It's gonna give us a little sweetness and a little something different. And a lot of cultures put meat into put fruit in grilled meats. I've seen my dad do dumb shit like grate a kiwi into the meat because someone told him that it softens. So there's folklore and there's the fucking generational recipes that these things get carried down. So pear's quartered, small size of the grater. I'm just gonna grate this pear in. I like using a grater because when you get to the dangerous part and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna grate my fingers, you just take the pear and you put it in your mouth. Every restaurant I worked in, you ever got me to grate a carrot, I ate at the end of every carrot, I promise you. In there now is our grated pear flesh and juice. Into this, we're going to go gochujang. Yeah, this is what Korean fried chicken is. Gochujang. It's fermented brown rice, red pepper paste. Yeah. 1 heaping tablespoon. I like this stuff. Fucking spicy. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. When I'm making like a Korean recipe, I use Korean soy. If I'm doing Japanese, I use Japanese soy. I just like to pay respects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Right, that's 5 tablespoons of Korean soy sauce. Then we're going to go a big sprinkling of black pepper. Grate in 3 cloves of garlic. No one wants to eat just a little bit of raw garlic, no thanks. So when you get to dangerous territory, and you're like, oh shit, I'm worried for my life, take it, put it in the bowl. 3 cloves of garlic in. We're going to do the same with some ginger. Obviously, where you're indoors, you'll be able to feel your hands, and if you grate them by accident. Out here, if I grate my finger, I couldn't fucking tell. Ginger in. So that's our aromatics. We've got garlic, we've got ginger, soy, pear, brown sugar, black pepper, gochujang. Lastly, just some sesame oil for flavour. I used the last of that bottle. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, fucking go on, son. Go on, son. Now this is the marinate for our Korean barbecue, right? If you taste it, sweet, spicy, like fucking, when I mean a straight cross from ginger and garlic, like, yeah, we're here, you get me? Bow! It's punchy flavours, right? So, that's the marinade done. And as I said at the top of the show, I couldn't choose between pork and beef, so we're doing them both. So here, I have a piece of pork neck, shoulder, this end of the pig, and just like a shitty ribeye. I didn't go special on it because we're putting such powerful flavour into it. It doesn't have to be a special cut, right? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice this nice and thin, yeah, like that. And these are going to cook really fast on a really high heat on the barbecue. Just like that. I chose ribeye because it's got a decent fat content, and although we're cooking it hard and fast, I still want it to be quite soft. I don't want anything that's going to go really tough after we cook it, so we're going ribeye. It's also just my favourite steak. I feel like it's a steak that doesn't let you down, will always look after you. On a day that you need a hug, a ribeye is always there, right? But also, you can use quick steaks for this. You can use chuck, you can use onglet, you can use bavette, you can use like steaks that are considered shit already for braising. If you cut them thin enough and you marinate for long enough, you can just go and eat them. Pork, I'm going to do the same. Just nice slivers of pork. But where you go at an angle, we're creating a dramatized effect, which means that we get more surface area, you get me? Science on that. That's like a sushi master, one nice swoop. No soaring like a fucking idiot. Just go one nice swoop, top to bottom. Use the whole length of your knife. You looking? Swooping action. Look. Swoop. Yeah, so we've got our Korean mixed kebab, beef, pork. I'm gonna put both in the same marinade because there's no cross-contamination stuff in my house. We eat beef and pork here, so they can go in. And then we're just gonna mix this. I probably shouldn't have done this with my fucking hands, but I just wanna fucking eat it now, to be honest. You can use this marinade on like vegetables if you're a vegetable eater, or chicken if you're a chicken eater. You know when chefs on telly and that, or in videos, say to you, oh, so marinate this anywhere between an hour and 3 days. Do not fucking marinate this for an hour and expect it to be delicious. Nothing's had time to set. You want the juice from the pear to break down the enzymes in the meat to make it go soft. This, ladies and gentlemen, minimum overnight job. Make it in the morning and then eat it for dinner. But minimum, I want you to make this at like 6 p.m. and then eat it 6 p.m. the next day. Yeah, 24 hour. Overnight, and more. Just so that the meat has time to break down and fucking pick up all these flavors. Because when you marinate it overnight, you'll end up with something that looks like this. This fucking dark, beautiful, delicious. There ain't no piece of beef in that motherfucking pot that ain't sucked up all the pear juice and all the other bits and bobs. So, please, for me, overnight job. If you're marinating this overnight, you might as well make the pickles the fucking day before as well. And then we got these, cook it, and dinner's ready. I'm gonna go put this inside because my hand's cold, and I'm gonna check my barbecue. Thanks. In true Korean barbecue fashion, I've brought the barbecue to the table. And the idea is, we're just gonna barbecue, and when it's ready, we're just gonna fucking stick it in our mouths. So I brought some lettuce out, some coriander, some mint, the pickles that I made earlier, store-bought kimchi, and the cucumber. And I'm gonna take control, be your little Korean barbecue expert. So we're starting with pork. Put some salt in.
Smells great immediately.
Keep that in the video. Now there's a lot of brown sugar in our marinade, so this is going to caramelize very quickly and we're going to get deep char marks on it like we have now. We want to make sure that we're cooking over a hot fire at all times. And where this doesn't have much oil in it, there's not much possibility of flare-ups or spitbacks. This barbecue's like a fucking 2 count. And we're just going to let the pork do its thing, and the beef we can cook pink anyway. And when I need a little boost, I'll just push the charcoal in, you get me? It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking good. I'm basically in New Malden, or Seoul, or whatever, like in Korea or something. But for me, New Malden was a place where I ate the most Korean food, being the biggest Korean population in the UK. And if you've never eaten Korean food in New Malden, go. Also, just walk around H Mart. H Mart is a Korean fruit, veg and everything Korean shop that's just fucking fun to walk around and just see what other people eat. And I like to buy different flavour crisps from different countries. Like I bought cucumber crisps in there. In the Japanese section, they got wasabi crisps. And I just enjoy learning about people's culture through food, man. And maybe somewhere in Korea right now, there's a guy doing Adana kebab or shish, and he's making esmeh for his family. He's made them all sit in the cold. It's possible, bruv. Smells tantalizing. In true Korean barbecue fashion, I had some nicer lettuce, colourful lettuce that I left in the fridge and it fucking froze and I was gutted. But I'm gonna pick up a bit of pork. That's gonna go in there. Hello. I'm gonna go a little bit of sesame seed. I'm gonna add some kimchi. Not traditional, but I like coriander, so I'm gonna go coriander. And then I'm gonna fucking wrap this like that. Korean durum. I'm gonna put this in my fucking mouth. Do you know what? I think I need to make another one just in case. Just need to check. So, look at it, man. Caramelized bits of sugar, dripping, resting ever so slightly. I'm gonna take this piece of lettuce and I'm going to cover this bitch. This time I'm gonna go hot cucumber, sesame seeds, throw some over the shoulder for good luck. Fill it like a spliff. So look, we were just saying off camera how soft this is. Deep caramel tones, fucking fantastic. Look, that's how soft it is. No pressure. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Do you mind being on camera? Smash that.
Fill me a little porky wrap.
Do you want herbs or no herbs?
Yeah.
You want both herbs? Domo arigato. Right, so look, beef, jerky-like, smells fucking fantastic. I know they're the same marinate, but they're gonna be different flavors on different bits of meat. So beef is coming off. The dog is fucking circling the table like a shark. So beef's done. Oh, bruv, look. Are you fucking crazy, bruv? Have you seen it? It's all from the pear. the enzymes break down and make the beef so fucking soft. It's like pulled pork, but beef. There isn't really a finished dish for this, right? So, although George is still camera pointing, once we stop pointing the cameras, we're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna slowly cook bits of meat. Charlotte's brought some rice out, and we're just gonna fucking build your own like Subway. This one I'm going kimchi again. I'm just gonna wrap it and bomb that. And then I'm gonna cleanse my palate with 2 bits of daikon. So look, we're just gonna sit here like a family, me, George, the dog. We're all here. We're just gonna slowly cook, wait for the sun to go down. Just cook and eat. This is what this food's about, man. It's about socializing. Feel free to stick it on top of some rice and make like a bibimbap situation where you got all the pickles and then the meat and a little bit of salad. But I like the idea of just fresh lettuce, herbs, build your own, chat shit, talk what you want to talk about, and spend it with the right people, bro. But anyway, this is us. Get out the bin. Get out the bin. This is us signing out Sunday sessions. The first ever Sunday sessions where you didn't get a finished plated dish. But sometimes food's not about the aesthetic, bruv. It's about who you're doing it with and where you're at. And right now I'm in my garden with George and I'm happy just to be grilling soft little bits of pork and beef and wrapping them in bits of lettuce. I'm gonna crack. I don't even know if I've got beers. I know I've got white wine from the previous recipe. And we're just gonna sit, chat shit and enjoy ourselves. Thank you lot for watching. I love you and appreciate you all. Make this one, man. Make the pickles too. Buy the kimchi, I'll let you off, but make those other 2 pickles because it goes a long way. Because ain't no time in your life you've seen a ribeye do that. It's flaking like fish. Look. Flaking. Remember where you saw this. Love and prosperity. Come here, my boy. Come. Come. Come here, my boy. Up. Up. Come on, man. Come. Don't be scared, you bitch. You have to wait like the rest of us. You have to wait. It's not a fucking magic box.
Chop House Films.
Can you say films?
Film.
Films.
Films.